Hi, this is Rob Hanley with the Durham Duplicate Bridge Club on Tuesday, January the 17th for the 399er game. We have three hands for you today. The first one is number 8. Partners open to club. I have 11 high card points, 6 diamonds. Pretty straightforward. I'm going to bid 1 diamond. Partners bid a heart. They're going to do that always, since responding 1 diamond does not deny a 4-card major. Now, at this point, I have to decide what are my likely contracts. Some number of diamonds, and 3 trumps seem like the most probable contracts. So if I was to bid 2 diamonds, that would be weak, showing sort of 6 to 9 high card points and saying, hey, why don't we play in 2 diamonds? Instead, I need to bid the next bid up, which is 3 diamonds. That shows an invitational hand with 6 diamonds, which is exactly what I've got. Now, my partner is going to evaluate their hand in terms of what they have in diamonds, but also the overall strength of their hand. So they're going to be at least a good 13 points if they're going to go to 3 trump. And they shouldn't be really, like a singleton is not useful if it's in diamonds. And my partner's passed. All right, so that's a rather unusual lead, given that they clearly don't have the king or the queen or the jack. And it usually signals shortness. So I think I'm just going to follow suit to this. Not much else to do. And they're playing another spade. So they're definitely out of spades at this point. And I need to bear that in mind when I'm drawing the trump later. So initially, my plan is to double finesse in diamonds, since there is a 75% chance that the North robot has at least 1 diamond. So I'm going to start by playing the 9, the high card from the short side. There's the queen. That works. I'll take that. At this point, I could cross over to the north hand and then play another diamond, but I don't think that's going to be productive. Instead, I'm going to play the jack, effectively snuffing my own 7, but it doesn't matter. Back comes a club. That's okay with me. There's the ace. And I'm going to rough the club back to my hand because it's the safest for me to get back. And I'm going to draw the 1 outstanding trump. Now I need to decide how to play the hearts. So there's 2 ways I can do this. I can play small towards the queen or 10, or, and this is slightly better, I play the ace. The reason I'm playing the ace first is in case somebody has a singleton king. Again, really unlikely. And now I'm going to play a small one towards the queen 10. When the south robot does not pop up with the king, the odds are extremely good that they don't have the king. So I'm instead going to tuck in the 10, and there you go. I was hoping that North didn't have the king and the jack, and they did not. So now I've set up a heart queen for a trick. I'm going to rough this, and the rest are mine. It's going to be a heart to the queen, king of spades, and I can rough that last heart. All right, so now that we can see all 4 hands, a couple of things come to mind. So if my partner had bid 3 trump over my 3 diamonds, I think it's safe to say that the robot sitting north would probably have led a spade. Why a spade? It's their longest suit. And they don't want to lead clubs away from the king, jack, 10 when the person on their right, my partner sitting west, has opened a club. That might be a free finesse against themselves. So they're just going to lead a spade. But that means my hand will become the dummy. So the south robot on my left will take the ace of spades, look at my hand, and realize that clubs are a problem for declarer, and that the spades probably aren't going anywhere, especially given that this north robot would probably lead the 8 of spades, signaling that they don't really like the suit, and they'll switch to a club. And the problem with that is that the north robot has the kings and the jack and the 10, and my partner has very poor clubs outside the ace. So that would leave you still having to double finesse in diamonds, and ultimately you would be down 1 and 3 trump. So interesting hand for a couple of reasons. Anyway, we're going to pause while we change for the next hand. All right, we're back this time with hand number 10. So one pass to me. I have 4, 6, 8, and 8 is 16, and 3 is 19 high card points. I'm going to open one diamond. Heart from partner. It's pretty straightforward here. I'm going to jump to 2 no trump, which shows 18 or 19 balanced. Obviously, it denies 4 hearts. And partner has bid 3 no trump. Okay, so partner has an interesting hand. So let's do a quick tally on this hand because it's going to be close. Let's figure out how many tricks we have. On the club lead, it looks like we have 3 club tricks, and a heart is 4. Obviously, if we can bring the diamonds in for 5 tricks, that will make 9 tricks. The elephant in the room for this hand is the spades. There's a singleton jack of spades in my partner's hand, and I have queen third. So I could easily come up with a scenario where the opponents will put me down if they get in by running a lot of spades. So I have to decide really not to muck about on this hand, but to try and take my 9 tricks as quickly as possible. No finesses if I can get away with it. So that one. Now I have to decide whether to finesse in diamonds or whether to play for the drop. I have a 9 card fit. I am missing only the queen. And most of you have heard of the rule, 8 ever, 9 never. What that means is when you have a 9 card fit and the only honor that you're missing is the queen, you should play for the drop, because playing for the drop is slightly better than playing for a 50-50 guess on the finesse. So I'm going to start by playing the king, high card from the short side, and I'm going to play another one towards the dummy, and there's the queen. It dropped. Now, since I'm going to get my 5 diamonds and my heart is 6 and the 3 clubs, that's 9 tricks, I'm still worried about those spades, so I am actually just going to cash out my tricks. And I'm going to cash the clubs here. Diamond back. And I'm just going to take my 9th trick. At this point, there isn't really much to be said. I'm probably losing the rest of the tricks. All right, so we managed to make game. Now that we can see all 4 tricks, for 4 hands, a couple of things to talk about first. My partner, I think, married a fairly aggressive raise to 3 no trump. It's really only a working 5 count, but that 5 card fit in diamonds, there's there's over a 97% chance that I have 4 diamonds when I open a diamond. So they're pretty sure of a 9 card diamond fit. And since I didn't have a heart fit, it's reasonable to think that I have some spades. So while it's aggressive, 3 no trump is not what everybody in the room is going to bid. So making 9 tricks should get you a really good score. And this hand is a classic example of when you've got a serious problem, in this case spades, take your tricks as fast as you can and make your contract. Don't worry about the over tricks in this kind of situation. All right, we're going to pause while we change for the final hand. All right, we're back, this time with hand number 18. Partners opened 1 no trump, showing 15 to 17 high card points, and I have a huge hand. I have 20 high card points with 5-4 in the majors, and partner has 15 to 17. Okay, so we have 35 to 37 points. 38 if you count the 5th spade. Wow. Okay, so there's a couple of choices in this hand. I can look for majors who fit. Certainly, I'm going to be looking for a grand slam. I can also decide to go for no trump. If I do go for a major, obviously I would start with Stamen because I have a 4-card major. If I was looking for no trump and kind of ignoring the fact I have majors, I would start with 4 clubs. So I think because this is match points and my hand is so wonderful, I'm actually going to concentrate on no trump. So I'm going to start by bidding 4 clubs. This is Gerber. It's artificial, and it's asking my partner to tell me how many aces they have. The responses to Gerber: 4 diamonds is 0 or 4 aces. 4 hearts rather is 1 ace. 4 spades is 2, and 4 no trump would be 3. Obviously, my partner can only have 1 ace because I have the rest of them. That's good news. Partner has it. Now I'm going to follow up by bidding 5 clubs. This asks, how many kings does my partner have? So the responses for number of kings is the same for the aces. 0 or 4 would have been 5 diamonds. 5 hearts would have been 1. 5 spades would have been 2. And 5 no trump is showing 3 kings. So my partner has the ace of diamonds, the king of clubs, the king of hearts, and the king of spades. So I don't appear to have a problem in either minor suit. And I have 5 spades to the ace, king, queen, jack. My partner has to have at least 2 spades, or at least in a 7-card fit. And we have ace, king, queen of hearts 3 times, and we're missing, well, we don't know about the jack. So let's think about how many points my partner's shown. They've shown 3 kings, that's 9 points, and an ace, that's 13 total. But they've promised me 15 to 17, so they're missing a couple of points. So we're missing 2 to 5 high card points, and there's a lot of ways that could be good. If my partner had 3 clubs with the king and the queen, that would allow me to discard the 2 of hearts on the long club, and then I would have 13 tricks. If the same situation happens in diamonds, if my partner has 3 diamonds to the ace queen, then I would have 13 tricks, because the way goes that losing 2 of hearts. If my partner has the jack of hearts, then I would have, again, no losers. So there's a lot of scenarios here where 7 no trump is gin, and so I'm just going to bid it. If you don't bid it with this hand, I'm not sure you ever will. All right, so my partner's playing this, and wow, we actually have a 10-card spade fit. And as it turns out, partner has the king and jack of hearts. So there's 13 tricks on top here. There's absolutely nothing to think about. And that was including the doubleton king, queen of clubs that my partner started with. So obviously, in this case, greed paid off, and 7 no trump was a good choice. Taking all 13 tricks. All right, kind of had to do this hand. How often do you get to be in 7 no trump with 36 points? All right, that's it for this week. We will see you next time. Thanks.